Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today, gonna be a very special 2v2 between Astrea and Special and ByuN and Maru here in Heavy Artillery. Got this replay from Wardy. I'm gonna link to his Twitch stream and his YouTube channel in the description. If you want stuff like this, then you better follow Wardy, okay? Alright, so bottom left, we have Team Fall or Autumn, but hey, that's only Northern Hemisphere stuff, so maybe I'll come up with another name. It's Astrea, the orange Protoss player, and Special, the red Terran player. Top right, we've got Team Terran. It is Maru, and it is ByuN. Woof! So, I kind of feel like ByuN and Maru are favored here, right? Team Blue, but Proxy Gateway and a Proxy Barracks 2v2 can be very cheesy and very rushy. And they are not worker scouting. Maru. Command center first play. That is not very good against a rush, especially a proxy. 2 double racks here from Special. Gas on the way. So it's going to be Proxy Reapers. And maybe, let's see, a Zealot into a Stalker. Astrea, don't expand. Maru went expansion first. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness and my gracious here. All right, so can you walk through there if you're skinny, or do you have to mine through? It's interesting he didn't. So he's doing Reapers here, and then a Zealot's coming in here too. Can the Zealot make it up this ramp? I actually don't know on this map. If you can get a skinny unit through here, or you have to mine through. I'm assuming it can, because it looks like there's a gap. Yeah, there you go. So here we go. I mean, this natural base, this very first thing, that's going to get canceled for sure. La 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 la. So that SCV is completely dead, and then sure, you got a wall, but guess what? Reapers are going to start hopping up here. Where's the second Reaper? There it is, another Zealot in production, and all of a sudden, ByuN and Maru are in an absolute world of trouble here. Reaper Micro Special versus ByuN here, going to be pretty interesting. Going to try to knock down this wall with the Zealots. No, 2 Zealots. There you go, guys. Share the low. Oh, can the repair get in? No, the repair doesn't get in. We're in. The Zealots are inside the house. The SCVs have to run. The Reapers will take forever hits to kill them. 2 Reapers are firing away. All the SCVs are being pulled off here from ByuN. This is absolutely insane what we're looking at right now. 3 Reapers have showed up from Special. He's been in this position before in TVTs where he's got Proxy Reapers. He's got more Reapers than his Terran opponent. Then where did the Zealots go? Did the Zealots die? Oh no, the Zealots all died. I was not expecting them to die so quickly, but all right, I guess they're just both toast. Then a Stalker shows up. Going to be much harder for the Reapers to kill a Stalker. And oh, especially, oh, nice pick off there. Gets one of the defensive Reapers. Every unit matters in this early rush play between these 2 players. This is crazy stuff. Still fighting. Okay, both players microing to within an inch of their lives at the moment. Second supply depot goes down. That does supply block ByuN here. And trying to defend as well as they can. They know if they have more workers than the rushing players, so they can pull their workers to push them back and not lose too much here, quite possibly. I don't know, but the SCV count, let's take a look at it real quick. It's 32 and 24 for Astrea and Special, 20 and 20 for ByuN and Maru. Not a good place to be economically at all. Is this just GG? Look at these Reapers. They're taking down Hellions wholesale right now. SCVs are sacking their lives, and that's fine with Special. He's totally okay with that happening for sure. And ByuN calls the GG and GG. Game 1 of our sneaky twofer is over. Astrea and Special take down ByuN and Maru in Game 1 of this Team Sunday here. That was woohoo! The power of scouting, y'all. They never even got out. They never got out here. They never scouted anything at all. ByuN and Maru, maybe a little bit overconfident today, huh? Command center first play. I mean, sure, all you got to wall up is this little ramp and you're going to be pretty safe, but crazy, crazy, crazy belief in your ability to deal with early rushes. And then Astrea is just like, yo, going to show up, Zealot, into Stalker, and then Special just like, I'm going to make all the Reapers in the world. Resources, he didn't lose a single Reaper today. What an amazing display from Special. Look at that. Not a Reaper died. 2 Zealots and Adept went down for Astrea, and then, yeah, just ByuN and Maru losing SCVs left and right. Maru loses 21 SCVs, which is only fair, Because, again, he went command center first here in a team game in a 2v2. So that's always going to be a bit of a rough go of it, if you know what I mean. All right, cool. So that's game 1 of our sneaky twofer. Just well-executed proxy stuff from Astrea, and Special Astrea even got a second base today, which I don't think he used it all. I guess he's got 37 workers, and he's got a Phoenix out. Okay, that's fun. Where the heck is the Phoenix? Coming across the map, apparently. All right, neat. So game 2 coming up next. Don't leave the house. Don't leave the house. Don't go anywhere. We'll get more team stuff coming at you. All right, so this is a sneaky best of 3. All right, okay. So bottom left of Nightscape, we've got Astrea and Special riding high after the game 1 win. And on the top right, we've got Maru and ByuN. You think they're going to go command center first in game 2? We'll have to wait and see. Supply depots need to be before the command center. All right. Wow. That was an excellently 2v2 executed rush, right? Yes, it was, because it beat Maru and ByuN. Holy smokes. APMs suitably high. Astrea is American, Special is Mexican, and Maru and ByuN, as you know, are Korean. So foreigners beating a Korean 2v2 team, I kind of feel like that doesn't happen very often. But I don't know, maybe in Astrea, Special have a lot more experience in 2v2s than Maru and ByuN do. And that counts. That counts for a lot. So gateway expansion timing here from Astrea. Barracks. Into double gas from Special. TVT build, because that's what Maru and ByuN are doing as well. So Team Blue here again versus Team Orange and Red. Team Fire? Team Fire versus Team Ice? That sounds kind of fun. Let's do that. Team Fire versus Team Ice here, game 2. And this is going to be a proxy from Astrea. Again, 2v2s can be super duper cheesy. All right, man. So Special says, all right, I see 2 barracks, 1 from each Terran. Okay, all right. Everything is super okay. No proxies. Factory coming up from Special. And a factory coming up here from Maru, and as well as ByuN. Okay, so it's basically a TVT at this point, with Astrea thrown into the mix. Ooh, and a proxy gate. I thought for sure that'd be a proxy Stargate, but all right, whatever you want to do here, not Maru. Whatever you're going to do here, Astrea. Whatever you're into, I'm going to support. Reaper comes in. Special's defending. He wants to get that first shot off, and he does. KDA charge connects there, too. Incredible stuff. And there's 2 Reapers here, so that's nice for Special. And actually, hold on a second. There we go. Had to get that damage up. And KDA charge forces the pursuit to be slowed down just a little bit and allows both of these Reapers to get out of here. Oh, unless you want to stick around. Ooh, got both players microing to the point where... Oh, loses the Reaper. Adept getting shots off on Reapers is a big deal here, too. They do bonus damage versus light, and Reapers are definitely light units. You can tell by how fast they are, right? Oh, gets a big hit off there. That's massive. And then swinging it around. Is there anywhere to go? Yeah, he's going to shoot down this way. You don't want to drive him to your proxy is the whole thing here, right? And they didn't. Okay, so that's a big-time victory. Didn't drive them to the proxy. Didn't help them find where that was. But ByuN loses another SCV building a command center. It's so brutal. Brutal stuff here for sure. And, Maru loses his. So both Terran players trying to expand, but temporarily inconvenience. And then 2 Cyclones show up, and that's just the end of the world. So that Adept dies. This is chaos at the front right now, though. Absolute insanity. Cyclones trying to fight. Oh, loses one of the Cyclones there. I don't know if it's Maru's or ByuN's, but the Adepts are fighting pretty well. And are you kidding? Are we going to just redo game number 2 here where the Adepts are inside the house? They want to fight the Cyclone. They don't actually do a shot on the Cyclone until, there we go. They get it. Another Cyclone comes in. Defender's advantage from ByuN right here. And Marine's going to help clear this out too. Okay, so it's not as bad as game 1. Team Maru ByuN, Team Ice here manages to clear it out. Everything that is enemy is out of their main base right now, which is good. But still just trying to expand for the life of them. Just trying to get some SCVs down here. Command center upgrade is happening for Maru. They must have slipped an SCV down here in some point. I don't know how they did that with all that chaos, but incredible stuff. And then this gets scouted. So finds the forward warp gate. That's probably going to die. The Adepts aren't going to trade very well against this many Cyclones unless they just kind of shade back around. I thought they'd cancel that for sure. And then they just recall, but lose one of them. One of the Adepts. Not too bad. Not too bad of a loss to get an instant recall out of there. It's probably a fair trade for sure and a fair cost. Woof. Special's going Cloak Banshee on the follow-up, getting some Siege Tanks and some Marines, as you do in TVT scenarios. Tanks, Marines, Banshees, Liberators, right? All that stuff's going to be pretty good. And then depowering the Warp Gate and leaving a very injured, lonely Marine behind to try to kill it. He will be able to, but it's going to take him some time for sure. So 53 and 53 supply even for Maru and ByuN. 59 and 59 for Special. Look at how close these teams are to each other. They're just so in sync and on point here. Burning down the house. Trying to get that shield battery. Can't quite get it done with the damage output of 2 of those Cyclones. That's A-okay. They're going to pull it back. They don't like the shield battery. They don't like the choke. They're going to have to come up. The Siege Tank's a problem too. And Marines in the mix as well. Sneaky Ninja Base from Special. Taking this top left-hand corner. Hoping that doesn't get scanned or scouted by ByuN or Maru in this game. It can be really hard to take sneaky expands in a 2v2 or a, 3v3, 4v4 just because there are more people on the other team to scout it and then just more bases that need to be available, and so people are trying to expand everywhere. Alright, so Cloak Banshee shows up and by golly, it's dead. Scan and lock-on says you dead. Oh man, are you kidding? 22 HP remaining. Excellent. Excellent done. Maru taking the third base down towards that proxy location, and Astrea ninjaing down this way too, surprisingly. Alright, so Astrea and Special are like, they can't kill both of our expansions. They can't kill both of our third bases if they're on opposite corners of the map. I don't think that's true necessarily. Like, honestly, if a Cyclone showed up down here and a Cyclone showed up here, just be game over, I feel like, but they're taking that risk. We'll see if they can pull it off. Banshee comes back around. Is that a different Banshee? Yeah. Special has 2 Banshees. And this one gets out of here in time to not almost die before escaping, which is good. Oh, never mind. That's not happening. So might as well kill the SCV because you are toast. Yeah, that Banshee knows. That Banshee knows. And a 4th base from Astrea. Astrea! Greed monster. And then recalls probes down in this bottom right. Hot stuff here. Max Angel. Looking good. Astrea is. He's not intimidated. He's not falling apart here against 2 legends of the game. 2 of the 4 horsemen are here. ByuN and Maru. Are you kidding me? And yeah, as I said in game 1, this is a Wardy replay. I got it from him, so be sure to check him out. Go to his YouTube channel, go to his Twitch stream. Let him know Falcon sent ya. And thanks for letting me cast some of his replays every once in a while. We got a Colossus, Extended Thermal Lances we're searching here too. All's well in Love and War. Hyperflight Rotors from Special coming in. He's got 3 Banshees. He's making another one. Okay. I guess this map could benefit from Hyperflight Rotor Banshees. I'm not going to tell him no anyway, especially not after winning game 1. He seems to be on a bit of a roll here. So look at this cool ground on Nightscape. All right, so dropping on Astrea's very greedy gold base that is a 4th here. Going to try to kill as many of these probes as... Yeah, none of them... Oh, one of them makes it out alive, and they're trying to burn down the Nexus, but there's Colossus coming. So this is probably a pickup and retreat scenario. I would not try to... Yeah, there we go. Smart. ByuN too smart. He's not going to lose everything trying to kill that Nexus. It's the concept of guaranteed damage, which we talk about all the time and probably too much on the channel. All right. A Marine of Specials was out here for some reason. He's dead now. Yeah, 3 bases rolling from Special, 4 bases rolling from Astrea. He lost some probes, but you know what? He's got 64 of them, so he's okay. Everybody's in the general vicinity except for ByuN, who's at 54 workers at the moment and really just on these 2 bases, whereas everybody else is on 3. At least 3. We must not forget this 4th base that belongs to Astrea. You're really just going to wander back in here? Well, loses a medevac, but this is a big unload right now. Oh, man, this is 4 medevacs. I mean, they weren't all full. Oh, Nexus goes down. The greed's being punished. Oh, and he found the top left. Maru found Special's top left base. This is not going well for Team Fire right now. Team Ice is looking really strong, looking to ice this game. Oh, no. A pun. What is wrong with me? All right, so this drop is not going to happen. Yeah, got to get out of there. They got some damage done, and they got out. And see, that's the thing. If you get out, you can come back later and do more damage. when the Colossus are not protecting this 4th base as well as they should. And honestly, the fact that Special had a base up here should throw some warning bells in Team Ice's mind that Astrea's got a base down here, right? Or somebody does. But they don't seem to be checking that. They're not heading that way at all. It seems like a problem. Special floated his orbital top left to keep it alive, and now he's bringing it back in. He's also got another 4th-ish base here up the left side, too. And there we go. ByuN getting his own 3rd here at about 9.5 minutes. Astrea tried to Warp Prism some shenanigans, but that got absolutely shut down by Vikings, which totally exists. It's going to be Banshees, and there's, man, I don't know about this. Going for the Banshees when your opponent is going for dem Vikings seems like a pretty terrible idea. This base is pretty well defended from Special. Planetary, Siege Tanks, Hellions, Missile Turret. Like, that's a pretty solid, yeah, pretty solid group to shut that down. Astrea and Special at 134 and 148 supply respectively. Maru and ByuN at 158 and 143 though. So that's what we're here for. Disruptors on the way from Astrea. Love that stuff. Just Marines, tanks, Marauders, Vikings, all standard stuff. Here from the Terrans. Did find it. And did summarily execute this ninja attempt of Astrea's, knocking him down to 3 bases. So, risks were taken in Game 1. Astrea and Special won because they took those risks. They're taking risks in Game 2, and they're not really paying off in the end. At least not thus far. They could still win this game, but I really feel like losing those bases hurts immensely. So Maru happily on 4 bases now at 10 minutes, because of course he is. His macro is legendary. Probably the best Terran player on Earth right now. Capable of beating anyone in any match. Maru tries to expand again. Single Adept from Astrea. I don't know where you came from, Adept. I don't know how many Adepts there are on that. There's only 3. This is one of them. He's got 1 kill. It's an SCV and then gets murdered. And we'll bring another SCV down to finish that thing. No problem. None. No problems at all. A little drop attempt down here. Going to try to stim and run. Canceling an upgrade. That +3 attack. Oh, for gateway units. For Astrea, getting canceled is absolutely brutal. The Banshees come in to try to assist. It's largely a Marauder force. The Banshees are exactly what you need in that situation. 100%. And then Astrea's like, all right, I got my Charge Lot, Disruptor, Archon, Colossus army. I have all the splash damage pieces. And then it's a Siege Tank Hellbat army here from Special. So holy crap. All right, everyone's all set up. Siege Tanks, Marines, Tanks, and Hellions over here from Maru and ByuN. Siege Tanks getting some nice hits off. Not quite sieged up yet here is Special. Not really firing on much either. Honestly, not wandering into that tank range. Nice Viking snipes getting beautiful hits off there too. Yeah. Oh, trying to do some like sneaky Colossus into Warp Prism micro. The problem is the Vikings can hit the Warp Prism too. So that's not ideal. And the Banshees, I'm not sure they're getting much value here with the Vikings that Maru and ByuN have both chosen to go for. So Siege Tank from Special is pretty intimidating, but without much support, he's going to go ahead and back on out. This Marine group from ByuN is hoofing it somewhere. I guess maybe they tried to attack into here, but didn't go well for them. Or they thought about it, they decided to go back home, trying to sneak stuff around. And suddenly Astrea and Special are on the back foot a bit. Maru and ByuN 175 supply on average. Astrea's only at 157. And Special's maxed out, so Special's macro's been insane here. Vikings trying to pick off. Oh, they're going to get that Warp Prism. Nice pickup for sure. And then kind of trying to fight this on 2 fronts at once right now. Get like a bigger zoom, but I think this is all I got. It's kind of insane 2v2 shenanigans here. Banshees trying to pick off individual tanks at the back. That's absolutely the idea. But again, the Viking count is just so insane. It's a little bit hard to find that damage. Astrea's attempt at a 4th base getting shelled by Siege Tanks. And God, I have to wander into Siege Tank range to try to kill these. And okay, they do finish these 2 off. Coming down the ramp and trying to get rid of more of this low ground location, specifically set up by ByuN and Maru. I guess these are Maru's tanks, though. Vikings doing a great job sharking around, trying to kill as many of these Colossus as they can, or at least get damage off as much as they can. The aggression is real. It's absolutely real here. Disruption shots, big time hits there, taking out 2 of the Siege Tanks from Team Ice. But yeah, Astrea going to lose his 4th, and Team Fire's on their back foot. And yeah, Special's trying to get a 4th base up here, but look at the expansions from Maru right now. He is on like 8 bases. 7 bases total. ByuN's not quite there, but he doesn't need to be. Coming down that ramp, firing away. Oh, Disruptor's getting directly target fired there. They both go down, and the Disruptors without the threat. Oh, it's so much harder to deal with this, and suddenly Astrea's down under 100 supply. Or back up over 100 supply, but it's all good. He's only at 103, which hardly counts. Trying to make some High Templar here. The Liberator just kind of getting free kills off because there's not a lot of anti-air here. There's a Thor from Special, which can definitely easily take down a Liberator, especially if it's in Liberation mode and stationary. But honestly, this is disgusting. Maru has got a total of it's only 74 SCVs, but he's on the 7 base count. And then ByuN just kind of casually sitting on 4 here. So Maru, being the absolute beast that he is, macroing to within an inch of his life, and then Astrea thinks about killing it, but is forced to recall out because there's an army of Maru right on top of it, protecting his own base. Siege tank, high ground position, loving that stuff. ByuN with a flank from the top side. Raven providing detection for the most part here. We haven't seen any really auto turrets or anti-armor missiles getting tossed down, and Special loses the Raven anyway to the Viking shots, but Vikings getting killed by Thors. Okay, that's interesting stuff for sure. Big old drop here on Astrea's attempt at, well, I guess this is a 5th base from him. So 5th base getting denied again. Just can't get up there. Still, interference matrix on a ton of Special's tanks. Wow. And then just sieging up, buying the time, using Hellbats to crush the siege tanks. That's not something you see every day. And GG, Special taps out Astrea right behind him. And Maru and ByuN take game number 2. That was awesome. Again, risks for sure. Trying to take the ninjas at the top left and the bottom right did not go well for Astrea or Special. And then just Maru's ability to expand like a madman, to have just a million bases up. This is so many command centers and so many orbitals and so many planetaries. He's gone absolutely bonkers with it, and it doesn't show you, oh, it does show you structures here. So yeah, he ends up with only 1 planetary somehow. No, that's ByuN. 4 planetaries, these are shades of blue, a command center, and some orbital commands, 6 orbital commands as well. Insane. Absolutely crazy. Resources lost here are definitely telling a story too. Maru only loses 9,000 resources compared to 22 and 18 for Team Fire here. ByuN ends up losing 18,000 resources himself of units. 55 probes went down. Astrea's income is not super happy. Actually, he still has 56. He's not out of it economically. It's mostly just all he had left was an Adapt and a Disruptor in that game. So that's going to be the reason he tapped out. Lost 12 Disruptors. Pretty good target firing from Maru, but they have a lot of experience dealing with Disruptors is how that works. Oh, good. Honestly, fantastic stuff. All right. Incredible. Good stuff there, game 2. Let's go to game number 3. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Hope you're enjoying the cast, and let's see, can Astrea and Special pull it out in a very tight situation, or are Maru and ByuN just going to crush? Let's find out together. Game 3 of our best of 3 is here on Reclamation. Top side, Team Fire, Astrea, and Special, but you could have guessed. And the bottom side is going to be ByuN and Maru. Special again representing Psystorm Gaming, as he always does. Well, not always, but recently anyway. And maybe Astrea and Special are going to get back to their old proxy tricks, because I don't know if they can hang with ByuN and Maru in a macro game. But maybe they believe that they can. So 2v2 again is a different animal than 1v1. That is for certain. All right, so nothing crazy here on the other side, just making barracks at the top of their own ramps. Again, you're kind of separated from your teammate in spawn location. You don't share a base, but the distance between your main base and your opponent's main base is pretty close. You're neighbors. You're close neighbors. You probably, give them a cup of sugar when they ask and that kind of a thing. So Probe comes in, not going for proxies, just doing traditional probe harassment stuff, forcing the other SCV off the line. From ByuN, tale as old as time, this kind of probe harassment stuff. It is what it is. Quick plug for the Falcon Paladin store, just a place to go get merch, like hats and t-shirts and mugs and pillows and all sorts of neat stuff. It's just falconpaladin.store, very easy to remember. And if you want to support me, you can hit me up at patreon.com/falconpaladin. Clicking the join button down below also will do that for ya. Whether you're on an Android phone or just on a web browser like Chrome or Firefox, it's going to be there. For Apple users, not as easy, I don't think. I have heard some people say they'd like to join the channel, but it turns out that if you're on an Apple device, it doesn't let you sometimes. So might have to go to an actual web browser. I think Chrome exists on Mac, right? I don't know, maybe all you have is a phone, though. Maybe you don't even have a desktop. That's possible. Some people these days just run with phone, don't they? Anyway, expansions happening all over the place. ByuN's expanding, Maru's expanding, Astrea's expanding. No expansion from Special, though. He's playing a little bit more techie right now. Factory coming up a little bit faster than the ones down south here as a result. And then expanding? Yeah, then expanding. Ah, ByuN's Reaper shows up. And, okay, and Maru's Reaper shows up. So, like, that's just really bad news. What do you have to deal with this, y'all? Oh, we got another Reaper popping out. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant stuff. So that Reaper dies, and that Reaper has to escape, too. So, yeah. 2 Reapers go down, an eye for an eye there. And the whole world will be blind. So special Hellion, yada, 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 yada. And a sneaky, ooh, proxy starport from Special. Do we think this is Banshees? A Liberator rush would be kind of interesting. Although really the problem with that is that Cyclones exist. It just is really hard to get Banshee damage done if you don't have Cloak. And even if you have Cloak, there's a scan available. And like Liberators just kind of shut down anything that tries to come into your base in the early game, which is why Cyclones are, did I say Liberator? Cyclone is such a good answer here. But that said, we're not doing that. We're making Hellions if we're down for Team Ice. Yeah, Hellions and more Hellions and more Hellions, so, like, a Banshee attack would be kind of incredible against this sort of thing. Oh! Remaking the battle cruisers, is that what we're doing here, Special? Seems quite possible that's what we're going for, yes. Alright, so small attack here from Special and Astrea with the Adepts. The Adepts are taking a ton of damage from the Hellions. But they do damage to Hellions too, so it's kind of this like catch-22 thing. As it always is. PvT is always very weird in this early stage of the game that way. Oh, baiting into a Widowmine shot, though massive. Big time. The splash catches 2 of the Hellions. That one gets lifted up by the Phoenix. Hey, remember Phoenix from game 1? The Phoenix are back, which the Marines are happy to chew away at with their guns. So Special's going to make a battlecruiser here is what he's got to do. He doesn't quite have the gas for it yet, but he does now, and the battlecruiser starts immediately upon getting that 300 gas. Excellent. Yeah, battlecruiser rushes are fun. So when I stream out on twitch.tv/FalconPaladin every Friday, I have a thing where you can earn channel points. And if you have enough channel points, you can request that I play a race of your choosing. I main Zerg, so like if you want me to play Zerg, then whatever. But yeah, when people ask me to play Terran, I just battlecruiser rush, and it's stupid effective. Like if I don't know. I'm dumb that way. If a strategy is too strong and just like seems really easy for me to do and hard for the enemy to defend, I don't like it. It doesn't feel challenging to me. It feels boring to me. And I don't know. I don't think I'm normal that way, but that's how I feel about battlecruiser rushes. Sometimes it's just like, oh, I showed up with 2 battlecruisers, and you guys didn't have anything to stop it, and we win. GG. And it's like, huh. All right. Widowmine does not get a connection. Hellions burning that down, and Astrea's attempt at a third base completely shut down. A third base for Maru. Happier. Battlecruiser coming. Remember what I said about no Cyclone? Yeah. Maru doesn't have any. He doesn't have any Cyclones here at all. He's got a couple Marines, but what are they going to do? You can't get a missile turret up with a battlecruiser constantly firing on your face. No. You're not going to trickle Marines into this. They're just, nope, not happening. I like how we brought the Hellions home. The Hellions can help us. This is a complete ghost town. This battlecruiser rush caught ByuN and Maru entirely by surprise. They had to pull some stuff home. The Phoenix are so useful here. They do bonus damage. Versus these Hellions and the battlecruisers. Just, oh, the Cyclone did come out. Okay. But casually has 16 total kills. And then the Cyclone gets lifted and murdered. What teamwork here from Astrea and Special. Yamato's one of the Vikings down. The Marine count is a little bit scary here, so the battlecruiser has to jump out and the Phoenix get out of there. But that is how many dead SCVs? 9 SCVs down for Maru and 4 down for ByuN. The battlecruiser jumps out of there because that's exactly what battlecruisers do. And it's got 20 total kills. That's Marines, that's SCVs. That's a Viking that went down to the Yamato. Gorgeous, gorgeous dolly. So we're just going right to battlecruisers in the TVT, which we see battlecruisers in TVT sometimes. Not all the time. Then Yamato jump. Oh, shoot. Was he late on that? Okay, he got it. He got out of there. And then the Phoenix, while you're all distracted by the mean old battlecruiser, I'm going to murderize a bunch of your SCVs. That's 15 SCVs lost by Maru in this game. He's not going to be up to 8 bases as fast as he was in game 2. That's for sure. Special taking a third base down the left side. Astrea does hold on to his third base, which is nice. And the Phoenix are getting a lot of work done. He's very confident with the Phoenix. He's been getting a ton of damage. He's helping to turn the tide of battles, which is always wonderful if you're in a team situation. Like, maybe you didn't win the battle by yourself, but you can help. Oh, Widow Mines, though. Yeah. Get on out of there. Get on out of there for sure. Third base from ByuN would be pretty sick right now. He got a command center under construction, so he'll get there. He'll figure it out. Figure it right out. Battlecruiser comes wandering in again. Just la 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 la. La 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 la. You casually take down your refinery. Or you cause it, I don't know, maybe cause a supply depot to burn down. No, we're actually going to finish that one. And we are not going home. ByuN and Maru were like, forget it. We can handle that battlecruiser with, like, I don't know, a Viking. That's all we need. But Colossus count is 3. That's the magic number if you're dealing with Marines, especially in a time like this. Battlecruiser comes in, takes down a missile turret. Oh, just barely gets out of there. A little bit casual. This guy jumps out too. Dude, these battlecruisers though. That's only 2 kills on that one, but 23 total there and 9 on this guy. And then you bring him home and you repair him. And Terran can't complain about how imbalanced this is because they're Terran. They have access to the battlecruisers as well. Ooh, Rich Vespine Geyser bases on Reclamation here. That's neat. Big drop! Big drop at Astrea's main. Recalling the Colossus in to get rid of it. Nicely done. Widow Mines just kind of left all over the place. Do you not have detection available? Ah! There's Widow Mines inside the house. Look at this glitching out Archon. Where can't he go? And why can't he go up here? He's given up. He's stuck, that's for sure. The probes are running for it because they're like, oh, clearly there are Widow Mines in my base. So I guess the Archon's going to eat the shots because it can't get out of here. Ow. Ow. The Archon goes down. Okay, Observer shows up and they're going to get cleared out. But Special's attempted a third base, forced to lift off. Battlecruisers going to Yamato down those medevacs so they can't run. That's pretty good stuff, but we're back. We're dropping again. The Colossus are getting absolutely murder dropped right on top of here. This is a huge attack from ByuN. Is absolutely crushing Astrea. He's so good with the drops. He's been so good with them recently. Battlecruiser, other side of the map, killing more stuff. Just, you know, firing while moving as you do. How could they get rid of this? They have to bring new Colossus and new battle. Okay, so these guys are all dead. There is no retreating from this. The medevacs are gone. Everybody dies. I don't know if that was a worth drop. It was very strong. It seems like it killed at least 3 Colossus there, which is nice. Actually, how many Colossus have died today? 2. 2 Colossus died there, which is good. But also, you lost several medevacs and a ton of Marines and Marauders. So, army value is not good as it could be if you just kind of killed stuff and got out. Take the guaranteed damage. Special just continuing to pump battlecruisers right now. 4 of them in the sky. Oh, he lost one during one of these attacks. As tragic as that is, battlecruiser fans. And battlecruiser back. Yamato's down a missile turret. Can't one-shot it, interestingly enough. Did I know that? I don't know. I know that Yamato in Brood War one-shots missile turrets. But apparently it doesn't one-shot turrets in StarCraft 2, and you can repair it from that very, very injured state, though. So that's... yeah, it's dangerous, but if you get on the repair fast enough, you're good. Cool. 3-3 is on the way from Maru. The upgrades for ByuN are at 1-1. So ByuN kind of fallen back a little bit here on the upgrades, but a combined joint attack, as you want to do in team games, the more teamwork you have, the better it is. Oh, Phoenix flying right over that Marine group. Loses 2 of them kind of carelessly. Nice control there by ByuN, but the battle cruisers... I don't know if that was getting out. Wait, did they get out? How many battle cruisers have died? Just the one still. Insane. And then a drop attempt from Maru here. Man, I don't know. There's Vikings to escort, so the Colossus can't just wander in here and kill everything. And, oh, then there's Marauders too, but the Archons are coming in doing that bonus damage versus biological. Another attack swinging on up with pretty much just... oh, there's a couple tanks here from Maru too. But Astrea losing the third base and got out this time. Maru gets out with the drop. If they focus down the Nexus, they can get it, but they're kind of splitting their attacks between this robotics facility. And again, it's ByuN. He only has the 1-1 upgrade. He doesn't have the 3-3. Battle cruisers are just like, look, you annoying Vikings, get out of here. Ah, losing a BC. That missile turret was doing a ton of damage the whole time. And it is, both players are kind of taking hits right now, but resources lost, 10,000 each for ByuN and Maru, and 12,000 for Astrea, and only 9,000 for Special. But the numbers are favoring Team Ice right now, which again, the longer the game goes on, the more I kind of feel like Team Ice has got an advantage. They're macro gods, they're macro kings, they're very confident in the late game, and I'm not sure that Astrea and Special are as confident in the late game against these two players. They're very confident in the late game. They're elite level, like top 10 players in the world, Astrea and Special have been, at least, if not right now. I haven't checked the Aligulac standings recently, but I think Astrea's been there. Maybe top 15. I don't know. It's hard. It's hard to get into the top 10 on Aligulac, that's for sure. So Astrea and Special about 140 supply each. ByuN and Maru 133 and 160 respectively. And Special just making a career out of battlecruiser harassment here. He's trying to cancel the Ghost Academy where Maru is working on Enhanced Shockwave. The repair is going to keep it alive until that upgrade finishes. I'm feeling like for sure. I like Special's got a missile turret at Astrea's base. That's how friendly we are, but oh man, Siege Tank. This is such a terrible spot to try to defend against Siege Tanks on the low ground, firing onto the high ground, Vikings owning the skies here. And Astrea's just, I'm just trying to expand. Leave me alone. He's definitely been picked on more than Special in this game. So Z, Super Z. Yeah, I just want more zoom out. I feel like another one would be nice, but I don't think it's available. Disruptors connecting. Okay, catching a tank, but it takes more than one hit to take him down. Maru expanding right side while all this is happening. Expand while attacking. Beautiful, beautiful stuff for sure. Siege tanks. Ready to go. And Nova's trying to catch with a can there. There's a lot of dead Marines there. Might have been friendly fire more than anything else. Looked like those were red uniforms. And battlecruisers just canceling an attempt to expand here by Maru. So the battlecruisers aren't like winning the game exactly, but they've really been a thorn in Team Ice's side today. Okay, these are both dead. These battlecruisers are dead. The Viking count is way too high for that, but I mean, I don't know. The Zealots and the Archons don't care about your Vikings. Colossus certainly do, as one of them gets sniped there. Brutally. Refinery sniped by the Zealots. Not engaging into that little narrow choke. Terrible place to be. 166 and 182 supply to 113 and 179. ByuN's actually struggling a little bit here economically and supply-wise. Wow, just going for it, I guess. Astrea and Special pushing in. They're forcing a lift off of Maru's third base. There's also a battlecruiser attacking Maru's base on the right side. It's forced to jump out, however. So that's a thing. Dude, no, ByuN, get your SCVs out of there. There's Hellbats in the mix. He loses the command center, too. And Astrea is at 176, Special's at 194. This is absolutely bonkers right now. Team Foreigner, Team Fire is doing much better than I expected in a game that's lasting longer than 15 minutes. They're up in every appreciable metric here. Disruptor gets a big shot. EMPs tossed down as well. And, oh, not connecting the Disruptors. Oh, that one does, catching a couple ghosts. But overall, Astrea wins that one. ByuN GG's out. And I don't know that Maru can hang by himself here, and he doesn't. And Astrea and Special win our best of 3 here, taking 2 games off of the definitely favored ByuN and Maru today. Absolutely incredible play from both of these players. I mean, dude, Astrea and Special winners. Absolute winners today. That was amazing. That was amazing. Yeah, look at this. Astrea, sure. Did he lose a Nexus? Absolutely. Wait, did he? I don't know. But he's got 6 total bases here. Special's only on 3. But his battlecruiser shenanigans were super. They were just, again, a thorn in the side of Maru here. Maru losing this 3rd base effectively. His 4th base gets harassed too. And then ByuN just overstayed his welcome on one of these drops inside the main base for Astrea. Right? Did a ton of damage, but lost everything, which is not what you want to do if you're a Terran. You want to be mobile and get in and get out, right? Kill what you can, but don't lose everybody. Don't kamikaze your way into losing all of your medevacs, which is exactly what happened here. 24 of ByuN's medevacs died today, and he only had 5 remaining. Maru ended up losing 9 and had 3 remaining, as actually 7 remaining for ByuN there. These colors are too close, I tell you what. I tell you what. But only 44 Marines remaining for ByuN and 8 Vikings. Yeah, just not enough of an army to handle the disruptor shots, the battle cruisers, the 19 siege tanks that Special was rolling with there. Holy smokes. Yeah, he was winning that tank count immensely. There's only 1 tank for Maru and 0 for ByuN. Yeah, that's not going to happen long term. Not even any doubt whatsoever. 20,000 resources lost for Astrea, 14,000 for Special, 17 and 20 respectively for ByuN and Maru, but Maru just made more stuff is the thing. So good EMPs, like really, really nice EMPs. Man. That was great. That was a super, super good best of 3. Hope you enjoyed it. And man, Astrea and Special, I wonder if they practiced, right? Practiced the 2v2. If I was going to play ByuN and Maru in a 2v2, I would practice with my partner. I don't know if it would help, but it would help Astrea and Special, that's for sure. Good teamwork there. A lot of splash damage. And yeah, battlecruiser harassment, killing that drop, and that's why they won game 3. So yeah, Astrea and Special take down 2 of the 4 horsemen. Holy smokes. All right, so that is going to be it from me. Absolutely incredible game. So that's going to be it from Falcon Paladin. This has been yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching. You take care of yourself.